Best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
He's been on a tear offensively these past few months, and you know how much they love the extra points he provides. He's been shouldering a bigger load recently, and I think he's just getting started.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. Marcus Smart out there with Luka Doncic. And it's James in at the 3. And for the Wizards, we've got Trae Young, George out there with Davis. Then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's Koulibaly in at the 2 guard. The start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now here's Vanderbilt. James passes to Doncic. Oh, George with a steal. There's Young with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Doncic. Davis with a rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Outside Young. Pass to Sarr. Davis against Doncic. Davis, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here is James. Last game, he had 28 points. He gets it in there.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards head coach had a few moments to share with me. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Davis. Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Vanderbilt to pass to James. To the middle. That's good from Ayton. On the assist from James.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Out to the right wing. Young misses.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Shot's good by James.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got his second bucket of the night.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
And Ayton with the stuff.
I like how Ayton makes himself a big target on these alley-oops. Just a quality finish.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Here's Doncic. The Wizards make it. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Young. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And he's going for the oop here. And Davis slams it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
Making the commitment. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. That one's no good. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant, second in losses, only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And it's Doncic missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Down low. Here's Sarr. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
So much skill there for Sarr, and he can get elusive, which helped him draw the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team, and he's got a championship to show for it.
And Sarr drops them both.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improvement.
Smart passes to Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Young. And Vanderbilt gets it to go on the assist from Doncic.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Young against Doncic. Pass to Sarr. Here's Davis. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Davis has got 9 points.
He's been in the zone from the tip. 4 of 5 already. Sheesh.
Young against Doncic. James outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Wizards leading by 4. Coulibaly finds Davis. Back to Coulibaly. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Doncic. Smart outside. And there's James from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sarr against Smart. And finished off by Sarr.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Now here's Davis. He's got 9. Young looking for an opening. Young against Doncic. Beyond the arc. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. The Wizards have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Davis down low. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Davis can't hit. Lakers trail by 6. Now Smart. No made baskets yet. Pass to Doncic. And he gets that one.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Wizards leading by 4. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Champagnie, he's checked in for Sarr. Johnson comes in for George. Carrington, he's checked in for Coulibaly. And Russell is subbed in for Trae Young. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Kleba comes in for Vanderbilt. LaRavia is checked in for James. And it's Kennard in for Smart. And it's Washington with the ball. 4-point game. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Carrington. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Excellent D there from LaRavia.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Kennard. Can't get it to drop. Wizards leading by 4. Carrington with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Outside Russell. Pass to Johnson. Davis a screen to the paint. And finished off by Davis.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Lakers trail by 6. To the inside. Outside Johnson. Here's Carrington. He buries it from 3. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Hayes with it. Russell covering. Now Los Angeles moving it up. LaRavia outside. And here's Doncic outside. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Johnson. Russell up top. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jake LaRavia. That's his first foul of the game. The Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Carrington's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Smith. Inside. Here's Timmy. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And it's Washington with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. The shot by Russell, no good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Kennard passes to Smith. Kennard outside. Pass to LaRavia. Up and over Russell. And it's LaRavia missing. Wizards leading by 7. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Brian, back to you.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Now here's Smith. No points so far. Back to LaRavia. From deep. And Vukcevic pulls it down.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Johnson on the wing. He's covered by LaRavia. Johnson passes to Russell. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Shoots from the elbow. Pass to Vukcevic. Here's Champagnie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Russell, that's good.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
The 17-footer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Washington ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
D'Angelo Russell is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Johnson, and it's Vukcevic in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Now here's Smith. Still no points. And there's James from the arc. Not going to go that time.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Russell attacking. Here's Champagnie. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And the Wizards lead by 15.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Smith. Pass to James. LaRavia outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Champagnie. Wizards leading by 15. Tipped. It's stolen by James. And it's James with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Johnson. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Young against Smith. Cray with a physical finish.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Young against Smith. Out to James. Double team on James. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. And it's LaRavia missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Young from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action. I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Washington leading by 16. Pass to Johnson. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Young against Smith. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Lakers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. The 3, James. It's rebounded by Washington. Now here's Young. Back to Johnson. To the middle. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from LaRavia.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Hayes misses. Washington's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Back to Young. Pass to Champagny. Now Johnson, covered by Smith. Shoots off the step back. With the putback, it's good on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 18.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we save me. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, but you can't squeak.
Davis, he's checked in for Washington. And the Lakers also making a switch. Doncic checked in. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And finished off by Hayes.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And that one's good. Young.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And here's James. 6 points for him. And it's Doncic missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Davis, the pass to Johnson. Excellent D there from LaRavia. Lakers trail by 18. Pass to Doncic. James deciding where to go with it. Down low. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists in the game. The Wizards have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Champagnie, the pass to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 13-footer. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And it's Doncic missing.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Young finds Davis. Here's Young. Here's the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Lakers trail by 16. LaRavia outside. Pass to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So for the Wizards, Sarge checked in for Champagnie. George comes in for Johnson, and it's Bilal Coulibaly in for Russell. And then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for LaRavia, and it's Marcus Smart in for Kennard. Washington with the ball. On the wing, Davis, guarded by Vanderbilt. Young with a screen on James. Back to Davis from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Pass to Vanderbilt. James against George. Doncic, a screen on George. And there's James from the arc. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years. But truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Free throw is good. Young.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
LaRavia is checked in for James. And both free throws good for Young.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Smart outside. Pass to LaRavia. Outside Vanderbilt. There's a screen. And here's Ayton. Guarded by Sarr. Doncic on the wing. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound by the Wizards. Outside Coulibaly. There's Young with the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They trail by 16. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's LaRavia. Outside Vanderbilt. Doncic outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Ayton, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Sarr. Back to Davis. Puts up a three. The shot, no good. Lakers trail by 16. Doncic passes to Laravia. Back to Doncic. Pass to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. With the 7-footer. And scoring with the play inside is Ayton. Ayton's got 6.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Vanderbilt against Davis. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Ayton. He has 6. And Davis with the block. And it's Washington on the break. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Washington shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Johnson, he's checked in for Trae Young. The Lakers also with a sub. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
One shot.
Davis, no good on that free throw.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Smart. 4-3. And Smart nails the triple.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Outside Davis. Back to Coulibaly. Now George. 1:57 left in the first half of this game. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's Smart on the wing. Coulibaly defending. And there's the lob. Stolen by Sarr. Pass to Coulibaly. Now Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. There's Davis with the 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, if I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys, back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Davis. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Now here's Laravia. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Here's Coulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Rebound by the Wizards.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
On the wing, Davis. One second left. And so it's the Washington Wizards. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trey.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at the Wizards, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Washington Wizards.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
That's been just one of the storylines in a total wipeout thus far. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. LeBron plays the 3 with Vanderbilt at the 4. Luka Doncic is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clock at 6. Back to Smart. The 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. George against James. Outside Young. Sarr with it. Back to Young. Over Doncic. Young can't hit. Lakers trail by 20. Here's James. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Look, great point guards keep their eyes up on the court. Young players should watch how Smart goes about this man's business.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
James, no good on the free throw. Richard, you wouldn't think LeBron James could improve, but that three-point shot has become really consistent.
And well, now you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter at all times. That creates lanes for him to drive or create for others.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw drops for Sarr. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Sarr drops them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Doncic passes to James. Now here's Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And it's Smart missing. Washington leading by 20. Davis probing. Outside Young. Back to Davis. Over James. Davis misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Stolen by Young. Yep, count it. Smart has got 7.
Finishing through contact always fires you up. Smart is really just their spark.
George outside. Pass to Davis. Here's Sarr. The three. Doncic pulls down the board.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Ooh, excellent D there from Young. For Washington, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. It's George on the wing. He's defended by Hayes. Coulibaly. Washington again can't hit. Lakers trail by 18. Smart with the ball, and Davis picks him up defensively. Pass to Hayes. Smart outside. From outside, off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The three, James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight. George outside. Vanderbilt against Davis. Inside. Here's Sarr. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Sarr's got 4 points in the quarter.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Hayes.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Outside Coulibaly. Young with a screen on Smart. Outside Davis. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Davis has got 21 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
Pass to Sarr for three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Doncic outside. Here's James. George defending. Double team on James. James, a screen on Young. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Davis, a screen. Here's Coulibaly. Misses the three. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Trailing by 19. Smart with the ball. Guarded now by George. Shakes him. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to James. Three-pointer. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. George passes to Sarr. Yep, that one goes. Sarr's got 9 points here in the second half.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And, you know, I think our question is answered.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Number 1, Trae Young.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
Now here's Hayes. Give him 8. Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Let's go with a 3. And there's James on the assist from Doncic. James has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Wizards leading by 18. Now Davis. Over Vanderbilt. And a great job by the D, contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's Doncic. And he gets it to go from the high post. Doncic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Pass to Sarr. Now here's Davis. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Davis down low. Working on Vanderbilt. Young can't hit. Lakers trail by 16. Doncic outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And there's James from the arc. Davis for the rebound. Davis is... Washington's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. No good. Some solid defense from Hayes. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by George.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Down low. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside Vanderbilt. James outside. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Young against Doncic. Pulls it from 20. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
James outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart has got his 5th assist in this one.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 25 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now James. 21 points in the game. To the paint. Ooh, poked away. Back to Coulibaly. Pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 7 tonight. James outside. Here's Hayes. Give him 8 points now. Fades away. Again, the Lakers score.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And it's a completely new group for Washington. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. LaRavia is checked in for Vanderbilt. Connect comes in for James. Kennard, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Smith in for Luka Doncic. And here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
It seems like just yesterday when D'Angelo Russell started his career in the NBA. Richard, hard to believe he's been in the league a decade plus now.
Yeah, the second overall pick in 2015. Russell's an experienced NBA player who remains a valuable rotation player.
Count it. Good. Vukcevic has gotten his second bucket on the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Russell against Smith. Pass to Kennard. LaRavia outside. And here's Smith. 6 to shoot. Blocked! Now Russell, covered by Smith. Russell deciding where to go with it. Back to Carrington. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. LaRavia's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
For 3, Smith. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Vukcevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Back to Carrington. And there's a pick. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. LaRavia outside. Pass to Smith. Kennard outside. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Kennard's got his first basket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so it's Washington leading by 17 at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Johnson. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Trae Young. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Kennard with the drive. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Young from the arc. Nails it from 3. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Wizards.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Now here's Young. Young missing again. Russell against Kennard. Pass to Smith. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
There's a screen. Here's Gill. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Now, here is James. Pass to LaRavia. And the shot goes down.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Wizards leading by 18. Outside for Russell. From downtown, it's Hayes with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Smith passes to Kennard. Sinks it from distance.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Champagny. Now here's Young. Fires the 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. LaRavia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now James. Back to LaRavia. Smith outside. Now James. Fades and shoots. And there it is for him. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. The Wizards making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Luka Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Young. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Doncic.
Getting better at finding ways to draw fouls. Young just daring the D to get physical.
And he drops the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Davis hits.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's Young. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Young against Doncic. It's James on the wing. Double team on James. Shot clock at 5. Nice shot by Kennard.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Young, the pass to Champagny. Davis, a screen. Pass to Champagny. Outside Johnson. This one for 3. James with the rebound.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Now Doncic. The 3 is up. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Outside Young. And here's Davis. He's defended by Hayes. Baseline jumper. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to James. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Johnson. And he makes it on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Yeah, good to see Johnson getting into the defense down low and succeeding. Sometimes you gotta fight for it, young man.
James with the ball. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got 27 points. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Johnson passes to Young. Johnson a screen on Doncic. Here's Champagnie. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. LaRavia inside. Covered by Johnson. Doncic outside. Oh, Luka like a bull in there.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Outside Young. Over Doncic. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, deflected. Now the Wizards in transition. And then Davis slams it in.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Screen by James. And slam dunk by James.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you'll earn a trip to the line out of it.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's Doncic. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So for the Wizards, Sarge checked in for Champagnie. George comes in for Johnson, and it's Bilal Coulibaly in for Russell. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for LaRavia, and it's Marcus Smart in for Kennard. Now here is James. And Davis with the block.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Saw a screen. There's Young with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Sarr. Stolen by Ayton. And they're running. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Coulibaly. And here's Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Sarm. It's stolen by Smart. Doncic outside. Tries to break his ice. That shot missing.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Coulibaly. Here's Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that, because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Here's James. Tries a 10-footer. That's good on the jumper. James has got 31 points.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Wizards leading by 10. Now here's Coulibaly. Up top, Davis. From 15 feet away, Doncic there for the rebound.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Smart. Here's Ayton. Using the glass to lay it in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Sarr. Now Coulibaly. Now Davis. Now Young. Clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Ayton.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Ooh, rise and fire. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside George. Here's Davis. Sar with a screen on Vanderbilt. Davis banks it home. Big shot.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Young against Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Young. Now Vanderbilt. And he slams it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Young against Doncic. Young drives it in. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Lakers trail by 6. Ayton, a screen on Young. Outside Smart. Here's Ayton. Outside Vanderbilt. James fires. Oh, off target from downtown. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
The Wizards shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Davis outside. And an intentional foul right there. Four-point game. And Davis gets double-teamed. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Clock is at 3. Oh, the shot is off. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Vanderbilt. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
On the lane. On the lane. No shot.
Free throw drops for Vanderbilt.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
George against James. Yes, sir!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Doncic. It falls! And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Young can't hit it. And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep him alive. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Vanderbilt and Ayton control the paint. Luka Doncic is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's James in at small forward. To take the lead. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 5th foul. Well, the Wizards shooting the rock well at 46%. Outside Coulibaly. This
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Cleared away by Davis. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Now here's Smart. Oh, it doesn't go. And it's Davis penetrating.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Davis. Trailing by 2. Outside Vanderbilt. Now James to take the lead. Buries it from outside.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Now here's Coulibaly. Left side Young. Sarr down low. He's against Ayton. Now George. Young outside. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Ayton.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now James. Here's Doncic. Beyond the arc. Doncic. Count it.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3-shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Davis outside. Outside George. Young against Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And misses. The Lakers lead by 4. Overtime basketball, folks. If you're just tuning in, we're just over 2.5 minutes in. Oh, it's off target.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Here's Young. Now Coulibaly from downtown. Rebounded by Doncic.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Ayton, a screen on George. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Hard to stop Ayton once he gets moving downhill.
The Wizards trail by 6. It's stolen by James. Now Doncic. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes in. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Now Coulibaly. Here's Young. For 3. No good.
Nice work to rise up and secure that miss. Solid rebounding effort from him.
Doncic against Sarr. In the corner, Smart. The 3 is off. The Wizards have got nothing to fall out of 5 attempts here in overtime. Young against Smart. Outside George. Now Coulibaly. Shot clock at 6. Cleared away by Vanderbilt. Here are the Lakers now. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Vanderbilt fires. He's off from three.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Davis connects.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Now George. Buries it! And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Washington calls timeout. They're down by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Up top, Young. Guarded by Doncic. Shoots from 12. It's good.
But the defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Here's Doncic. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Shooting 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. George! Misses the 3. So we see the Lakers get the win here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
Yeah, and both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
LeBron, you overcame a shaky start in this one. Describe the gritty effort to get the win.
You know, we weren't making shots to start the game in the first quarter, but we continued to just grind and grind and grind. And that's what was able to keep us, you know, in the game, even throughout the whole first half, not only the first quarter.
It's not always perfect, but you made it happen. Enjoy the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.